Alright, what is up? I'm back with a new video. Today I'm doing something a little different only because I just got back from vacation celebrating with my mother, so I haven't gotten the chance to record the newest Danganronpa Despair Time Chapter 2 video along with the Danganronpa Another video because I just released that a couple days ago. So I was celebrating with my mom this weekend, enjoyed myself, so thought I'd do something a little bit different today. Now we know Danganronpa 2X2, this game is going to be coming out next year. And the hype, honestly, obviously is going to be died down a bit because until we get closer to when we expect to see a new date or an actual official date in 2026 on when this is coming out, then this content for Danganronpa is going to be right back in full swing of things. So I'm definitely excited for the game. 100%, but you know, so I thought I'd do something a little fun. Thanks to you guys watching. This is one of my most viewed videos ever. I did not expect that for me just yapping. I thought I'd pull a ton of comments of people that had their own theories and beliefs on this game. I put them onto this wheel of fortune that got 50 people's names on here. I couldn't get everyone, I'm sorry. I got as many as I felt that I could, and I'm going to spin the wheel and I'm gonna be reading a bunch of comments. So if it lands on it, we're gonna talk about it for briefly and then move on to the next one. I'm not doing all 50. I'm gonna go through probably 10 people out of this list and look at their theories. And then after that, the next video, whether it'll be in this video or I go back to the previous one and I start reading comments on it. So I don't know what I'm gonna decide to do yet, but regardless, let's go ahead and start spinning this wheel. So this is basically like wanted to do something a little bit fun, a little bit different, and I thought putting everyone's name on this list of people that were in my comments that speak, I do want to thank you all, and I do want to thank everybody else that did watch. So all right, let's go ahead and do a quick shuffle. We go shuffle these names around, and that's enough shuffling. Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead and start the wheel. Let's see who we got. Who's got the first commenter? Oh, the Obama prison was so close. All right. Ecoverse. All right, so his comment says, my one want I want from this game is from them to go through with the first kill only count clause that they added in DRV3. Ooh, that's a good one. It'll be interesting to have a killer survive and how everyone else will interact with them. Out of survivors people, I feel like Pekka will probably fit it, but regardless of who, I think it would be sick. I love this one because when Danganronpa V3 brought out that whole whoever gets the first kill is scot-free, it sucked that they wasted that potential and did not use that kill. You know how interesting it would have been if someone actually took the time to just say, I'm gonna do it, and then you get it scot-free. Thinking about it, using that in like the Danganronpa 2X2 aspect of things, bro. Ecoverse had brought up they believe the killer would be Pekka. I could actually see that, her being the first one to do the deed. She fits the description so well that I actually think that would be possible. It would either have to be her or Fuyuhiko, because Fuyuhiko I think is another one that would have the actual go ahead with this. You could also add Nagito into the mix too. I think Nagito, because you already saw he was trying to get someone off to start off the game. I could also see that too with him being the one that would do it. I like this theory a lot. Having this addition into the game would be actually so nice to see, like someone actually go through with it and there's no repercussions of it. Really wish they would have did that in Danganronpa V3, but I like this one a lot. So I think this one was a phenomenal want that I would love to see in the game, and a good, and then you could theorize in the comment section with Eco's question if you also believe that. Do you think Pekka and Fuyuhiko and Nagito would be good choices, or do you think it's somebody else that you believe that if they were to do the first kill perk, who would you think it would be? Let me know. Okay, let's go to the next one and spin this wheel. Who is going to be the next one? Oh. No way. O2P is next. All right, so for your comment, O2P had said, imagine the mastermind is Yukizome Chisa, the sensei. Oh my god, you know that would be so good. Okay, so Yukizome, remember her from the Danganronpa 3 anime in the Despair side? Yukizome just wanted to be a teacher, bro. Like, she just wanted to be a teacher, be the best for the kids, do everything in her power to just give us ultimates a good damn life. And what happens? She gets absolutely abysmal tortured by Junko and Mukuro. Like, come on, bro. Shit. But her being the mastermind, it would be crazy. Cause like, let's say they mess with her brain or whatever, and then after doing that, she also gets thrown into the game, but with her despair self. I mean, to me, I would love to see that. I don't know how people feel if that would play any role into that, but I think that would be kind of a cool thing, bro. But damn, they did her so dirty. Yeah, they did her dirty. I'm not gonna lie, they did her dirty, but I think that would be so cool if they added her into the game. She was really such a cool teacher. That's all I can pretty much say with her, but I think that would be so cool to have. And FYI, mind you, I'm doing this as just like a, like a fun thing. So hope you guys enjoy this kind of thing. All right, let's go on with the next one. All right, who's the next theorizer slash wishlist commenter gonna be? Boy, these just when I think there's somebody gonna be, it ends up being somebody else. Project J. Let's see. What was your comment? Their ideal victims would be Hajime, Hiyoko, Ibuki, Peko, and the imposter. Expected survivors are Nagito or Chiaki, Peko, Hiyoko, Gundam, and Nekomaru. And thinks Hajime will die chapter 1, with Nagito or Chiaki becoming the new point of view. Okay, I like this, but here's what I would personally go with when it comes to the survivors. I think if I was to go this route of, let's say, what Project's thinking, I don't believe Hajime's dying chapter 1 and then we're going to swap POVs. Okay, hypothetically speaking, let's do say that Hajime does die chapter 1. I could see the route of us being a Chiaki as our new protagonist. And then if we was to go with who's gonna be our survivors, I think because we're going to be Chiaki as the protag, there's going to be 5 more extra people with us this time. I still don't think Nagito's going at all. I could see Peko staying alive 100%. I could see Imposter staying alive 100%. Hiyoko and Ibuki in your ideal survivor list, I'm iffy on that. Hajime, I'm just using it as a perspective that if he was to die chapter 1, we're taking him off the list. So I think it's going to be Chiaki, Nagito, Peko, Imposter, and then the final one is either going to be Hiyoko or Mahiru. I don't see Ibuki surviving. I don't see Gundam surviving. I don't see Nekomaru surviving, even though he's a wild card. I just don't know where that's going to go with him. And everyone else is going to go in the slams in the water, basically. But that's what I would go with, using your ideal and expected and just changed it up a little bit with my thought process. Okay, good deal. Good comment though. Love that comment. All right, next one. Who's gonna be the next one? The suspense when this wheel happens. Doing this is so interesting and different. I usually don't do something like this. I just thought of it in the fly, and it might not, this video might not go as well as I think it will, but I was just, might as well just have some fun with it. No fucking shot. Hops. I think that's how you say it. I'm hoping I'm not pronouncing that wrong by saying hops. Hoppers. You know what? Just to double check real quick. Hoppers. Okay. So Hoppers. Let's see what your comment says. First off, to start off with this comment, love Miyu. I'll tell you right now, she's my favorite character of all time in any game. Outside of fan games that have Cassidy, but Miyu is top tier #1 of all time for me. In any Danganronpa game, regular Danganronpa in general, to me, best character alive. Simple. To continue on with this comment, I've been thinking about this non-stop. Who might survive? Who would be killed, and what events might change everything? Maybe it's Hajime remembering his town or identity, but I don't think that's an event. I thought, what if Chiaki revealed that she's the traitor? and explains the situation, but that might reveal too much from the start. In the end, they want Mahiru to shine because they really want them to survive in DR2 the first time and see them grow and think Kazuichi, I agree, is a goner. So I think actually with them doing that off rip, everyone would be more in disbelief about it because it's like so early on, like, why is she telling us this? And none of us are gonna believe her in any way in the slightest. Or if she does that, that might end up causing a bad situation where Monokuma ends up making her be a virus or something because of the fact that she revealed it so much from the start. I really like the idea of what could happen if she was the one to say it. I would love to hear all your other thoughts. I'm just thinking to myself, if Chiaki speaking about it could change the course of action immensely, because I don't know if they're gonna look at her like more on the evil side of things, even though she's on the good side. What could change if she revealed herself in that event? If that was the event. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the case, but that would be cool. Let me know your thoughts about her, about that comment. To me, I loved it a lot. And yes, Kazuichi is so a goner. I just had to bring that up again for like the third time. This man is so gone. All right, let's see who the next one is. It landed on Cherry Delph. So we're gonna look at Cherry Delph's name in a second. Let's see, Cherry Delph, what did you say in your comment? Her comment says, I'm so happy to see more people yap about their predictions. I'm happy as fuck that everyone's yapping about their predictions too. But I have a feeling Hajime will die, Chiaki becomes the next pro tag, and Nagito will be the AI because he is different this game. I like that theory as well about how they have their idea of Chiaki or Nagito being the next pro tag, and those are the only two that I could see. If you was to pick one or the other on who would stay, I still am leaning more towards Chiaki. That's gonna be it. But Nagito being an AI would be insanely different, because I would wonder how in the story would that work. I feel like you'd have to get like a chapter -1, like before chapter 0, where Azuru was talking with Nagito in that boat. Like, what if it's different, and like we'd have to see like how he was inserted this time. Like, oh, I'm gonna be the one that does it this time. Or make an AI of Nagito would just be interesting. I don't know how that would work, but that's a possibility with the different scenarios. Could he be an AI? Let me know your thoughts on that. It's a good idea. Let's go. Let's see. Who is the next person? Man, we have... Is it gonna land? Okay, Ocean David. Let's see what your comment says. Hajime reaches the final dead room, sees the booklet, sees his true self, and that all people are the ultimate despair, and kills someone, uses that knowledge and the dead room tools. Wait, wait. I think David cooked with this one. Hold on. Okay. Now, I know the only tough part about this theory, or like this idea of bringing it up, is the fact that, is there a chance that they're gonna reuse the final dead room? I don't see that. But they could use it because it's a new scenario. Monokuma could put all the final dead room tools and secrets, because I forgot, he's the one that gives you the secrets anyway, so it really doesn't matter what kind of new game they do. And instead, he hands off the booklet to, let's say, Hajime, goes into the dead room, actually wins it, we win it, and then when we win it, we actually get the booklet, and then he turns into Izuru. Oh, that would be tough. That would be so hard. I think that would be such a phenomenal idea, honestly. I think that's truly smart as hell, if I do say so myself. Really like this theory a lot. Let me know what y'all also think about this one. I think this one would be a very cool one. Like, he goes absolutely buck wild crazy now, and he's ultimate despair. I think that would be nasty. Okay. Thank you for the comment, David. All right. We're going to do 3 more and then we're going to end it off there, just because, like I said, this is something I wanted to do for fun, just to see how it worked out. But I think this is very nice, and I do appreciate, like I said, I appreciate every one of y'all that commented. I tried my best to like every one of y'all comments hearted and commented the way I could, because I was so thankful for that video. That was really a phenomenal video that you guys did, so thank you. Okay, JP Loco 93, let's see what your comment says. I love how most of y'all all have like the same kind of idea of like what's going to happen, and I love this like whole comment like me reading this and seeing the different type of predictions that you guys and theories that you guys have in wishlist. So JP Loco 93 had said they saw someone had suggested, okay, her Azuro Kabakura being early on, I got that, take on the antagonist role like Nagito, which that could be very cool if off rip we had Azuro start off the game. But this one I thought was even more cooler in my eyes. But I know some might say, oh my god, they're tired of the split personality nonsense. I thought they did a good job with the Toko Genocide split personality thing, and I liked it a lot. Genocide Jack was so fire to me. But what they think is going to happen was Hajime gets grazed by the bullet, causing him to become Azuro, to come out, and then reminds him of when he was grazed during the Resort Course massacre. I think that's not a bad idea. And also having Hajime and Azuro swap or switch out each time, I think that would be so godlike to me. Like, it's like 2 different personalities within one game would be phenomenal. And then imagine that during a trial, you have Hajime talking like on his serious side and then Azuro coming out for certain situations. I think that would be so cool to have personally, but I would like to know your other thoughts, if that's a good one or not. Thank you for the comment, JP Loco 93. I thought that was a pretty good idea for sure. All right, we're dwindling down this list. See who is the next one. Oh, it's gonna land on Ginger, isn't it? Unless yo, the one friend who is not original, he's always in my videos, so I really appreciate him. But I said Ginger, and it's crazy how it landed on it. So Ginger the Cookie, let's see. What does your comment say? All right, Ginger the Cookie says, I feel like Hiyoko will survive in the new story. That's a potential possibility. It's, like I said, either Hiyoko or Mahiru, one of the two. The original concept of DR2, she was planning to survive and have, in the original concept of DR2. See, and this one, I would love to know more lore about this, or where I could find this, because like I said, when I got into this, I didn't know nothing about like there was original concepts or anything of that like that, which actually is very interesting to hear and see that she was actually going to play a major role, and Hiko was going to get killed in the original story, but his death was replaced by her, so they might make her survive this time. Now this one isn't more of like a theory thing, but Ginger does believe that Hiyoko is going to end up surviving in this new story. I'm curious to know, if she was to survive, how do you think it would happen? Because for me, I think if she was to survive, it requires Mahiru to die somewhere in the process. The hard part I have with Hiyoko surviving, even though she got absolutely done dirty in Danganronpa 2 in chapter 3 with Mikon, I think that it would take Mahiru dying, but it would take it in another, like she would see another light off of that. And instead of getting like more attached, she's gonna be more aware and assertive. I think that would be the only way I could see Hiyoko living, because right now what I kind of have happening is Hiyoko's gonna be the one that's gonna actually end up murdering somebody this time, and she's not gonna survive, which is a wild take still, and I'm standing on it. But that's what I think is going to happen, and that's what I still believe in. But I would like to know your guys' take on this comment as well. And thank you, Ginger, for the comment. This one was a really good one. because I definitely could see the potential chance of Hiyoko, but in order for Hiyoko to go, someone else got to go in the process as well. And I think that has to be Mahiru. But she's gonna get killed in a different way instead of just a bat. Let's see, we are down to 2 more. All right, 2 more to go. Let's see who these last 2 are going to be. Because man, to go through 50 of these would take me absolutely forever. But curious. And who is it gonna be? It's gonna be Danny Boss, isn't it? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm dumb, but it's okay. It's not hitting you. Oh, last! That's crazy. All right, never mind then. I did not believe. I'm dumb, but it's okay. Let's see what your comment says. So I'm dumb, but it's okay. 2878. What the comment was, so many new opportunities. Soda legit could do an insane kill with his mechanism skill, or kind of with her gymnastic skills. New execution could be insane. Like imagine Nagito, Fuyuhiko, and Sonya. And what if Hajime becomes a culprit? And what even would be his execution? So what I liked about this comment a lot was the amount of opportunities that this game can present. True. But with Soda, if you was to think, and oh bro, I highly doubt it. I think to this day, this man's Kazuichi is going 6 feet under and it's someone doing it to him. He'll be a victim before he could even do anything. But if he could, what kind of mechanic skills or what kind of things could he use within the game do you think that could be possible if Soda was the one to kill? And then Akane is very athletic. So with her skills, and you already saw she has a side to her that could be blackened type material after seeing what she did to Nagito, she could use that killing skills to the test if push comes to shove. I'm so excited with how that could turn out. But let me know your thoughts about that. And then new executions could be insane. Man, a Nagito, Fuyuhiko, or Sonya execution, man, I can't even think of what kind of executions they would have. And then imagine a scenario, like let's say, and I've always wanted this in a game, but I don't know if that will ever be possible. Hajime becoming a culprit. Would you ever think this game would have a scenario where we could be first person doing the murder? Do you know how insanity that would be? If we were the ones in real time doing something to somebody else, and then we have to get 15v1 or however many people are left within whatever situation we was in at that time, like a first person, like, oh, I'm going to execute this out and let's see what happens type deal. That would be insanity. But I like the thought process in this. So my thoughts here, basically, I got Kazuichi 6 feet under. Akane, I could definitely see her kill someone with her gymnastic skills. Any of those people, executions like Nagito, Fuyuhiko, and Sonya, they could have some cool ones. I could see Fuyuhiko and Sonya having some. Nagito, I still don't see him going, but we'll have to wait and see. Thank you for the comment. I'm done, but it's okay. Now, to end it off, final comment. Man, this was, like I said, a quick one. I had no plans when I did this. I just said, let me just put a whole bunch of commenters' names on here and then spin this wheel. So if you did not get chosen in this, I apologize, because like I said, some of y'all that are on this list probably just stopped by for the one video and took off, which is also fine too. But I just thought it would be cool to just do something like this since I really just enjoyed all the support on that video. So thank you. And let's go ahead and do this last one. And who is going to be the final theorist or commenter that I'm going to read?
Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure.
It's looking like it's going to be RC. Yep, RC. And final one, RC3813. What was your comment? I will say this might be the funniest video ever with how many people have Hajime swapping over to either Chiaki or Nagito being the protagonist. Maybe I should have put that many comments in that video of how many different theories they were, but I'm sorry. It was just, I saw so much of it happening. So this one had, the theory was Hinata is taken over by Izuru. We swap over to Nagito. And then we have Izuru being our rival and eventually dies killing Chiaki. Wait, that's so different. So we got RC that believes that we are going to be the ones that kills Chiaki in the process. I also think the other survivors other than Nagita will be, so I'm assuming you meant to say Mikon, Hiyoko, who grows closer through the story as the twist of the original dynamic. Okay, I could see that. I can see Fat Byakuya. It would be funny if Akane lives. Akane has to go 6 feet under. Something's gonna happen where she's gonna end up dropping somebody off this time. It's weird to see her as a victim. I see her more as like, if push comes to shove with her gymnastic skills, she's gonna get someone gone. And the only way she would die is if it was Nekomaru that killed her. But other than that, I don't see anyone else having the capability of killing her. But then again, like I said, I'm thinking of raw strength, and there's lots of ways you can do stuff to people without needing strength for it. So that's also a possibility. But I definitely like that theory about us being Nagito being the protagonist, and then we had Azuru be the one that gets rid of the programmed Chiaki within the game. Unbelievable story. I think that one would be very cool to see. And on that note, I think I got myself 10 comments. Yep, there you go. I think on that note, I got 10 comments. And then these other 40 people, like I said, I thank you guys very much for commenting. There's a whole bunch of other people who commented too that didn't have like any theories or nothing. I just thought I'd do something real quick. I literally had no plan for this, no script, no nothing. I just said, let me go ahead and just put 50 names on this board, just start spinning this wheel, and then that was it. So on that note, what I might do, let's see, I will do, you know what, I'm doing one more let's go ahead and do one more for the road. Why not? Let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. Ghosty 2098. Let's see what your comment says. All right, so Ghosty 2098 had said they believe that Peko is going to kill Fuyuhiko. Before you execute me, hear me out. Okay, I'm hearing you. In Peko's execution, there are strings being pulled by her back. She's constantly referred to as a tool. What if instead of Peko is saying those things about herself, they actually happen? And the cast would have to live with someone knowing they were the reason two of their classmates died. This could potentially be Sonia. Give her more care. Wait. That's actually okay. I did hear you out. That is such a good reference, because like in her execution, literal strings were being pulled up against her and she was used as a tool. So then the things is, if Peko was saying those things and then they actually happen, instead of saying my master, she actually betrays her master, which is in case Fuyuhiko. That's a pretty good theory. I like that out of you, Ghosty. That is a potential thing that could happen. I think the only tough part I have is I don't see how Peko, you'd have to give a real good reason on why she would be pulling the strings, or like someone else is pulling the strings, but like how? Like I feel her bond to Fuyuhiko is so close knitted that it feels like it's almost so hard to believe that could actually happen. But what mechanism within the game, or would she just be so desperate to the point of like, I don't even care if I have to do what it takes to my master to kill, just to get out of this place? Could Peko do that? I don't know. I feel like she could be here forever as long as she's with Fuyuhiko. So I don't know if Peko has the idea. I definitely see her as a survivor. I don't see no killing, but hey, that's a theory within itself that I could potentially see happen. Very nice comment, Ghosty. And that ends off everyone. So I wanted to say thank you very much for watching this video and taking the time if you did watch this, because like I said, I got on here, I just got back from a small vacation with my mom, decided let me just sit on here, throw out a random freaking thing with like no idea why I did this besides just wanted to post something out there. And I thought, why not, you know, read some of the comments from people that really viewed the video. So I really thank you guys very much for that. Thought it was very cool. I couldn't thank you guys enough. Again, it make me absolutely have a blast with stuff like this. and I just do this stuff just out of the gracious of my heart. I just get on, it's like, you know, let me just throw something on here real quick and see what will happen. So yeah, that was phenomenal. So my next plan, now that I'm finally back from my little vacation or my little small getaway, because I didn't do anything this weekend because I was away, is Danganronpa Despair Time is going to be the next chapter 2 video. Then I got to do chapter 212 Danganronpa Another, and then after, because I'm gonna finish one of the fangans of Danganronpa Despair Time Chapter 2, and that's gonna be it until they start releasing more of that game. I have a game in mind that I kind of want to play, and I'm kind of like, man, I don't know if I want to go through with it because I know I'm probably gonna play ass, but I've heard so many good things about it. I feel like if I play this game, it's gonna be a hell of a roller coaster, because when it comes to choices matters type games, boy, it's always me in the forefront, like sitting down, seeing people and watching videos. So now me actually playing one might end up be going crazy. So it's a surprise, but I'm gonna be bringing that game out potentially soon. So yeah, leave it at that. And like I said, I do appreciate all your guys' time, and thank you for watching this video. See you later.